Hi everyone. So from this picture itself you will have understood what is the topic. So in the first picture you can see it is Kleiser-Fischer ring, and in the second picture you can see it is copper deposits rhodamine stain. Yes, today we are going to discuss Wilson's disease. So Wilson's disease, it is an autosomal recessive, and the gene mutated, it is ATP7B gene mutation. In the chromosome 13, very importantly, it is long arm. So chromosome 13q. So what is exactly happening here? There will be no formation of ceruloplasmin. So there will be no combination of copper with ceruloplasmin, and there will be no excretion of this copper into the bile. So there will be decreased ceruloplasmin in blood. Decreased combination of copper with ceruloplasmin, decreased biliary excretion of copper. So as a result, what happens? There will be accumulation of copper. Now in the different sites, so in the RBC, when copper is getting accumulated, that can result in hemolytic anemia. And what can happen in liver disease can also occur. If it gets accumulated in the liver disease can occur. So if a patient is coming to you presenting with both, he's having liver disease and he's having hemolytic anemia, so you have to suspect about Wilson's disease. So usually the symptoms the patient will be getting in the age of 6 to 20 years. Okay. So what are the clinical features that he can have? So it can affect different organs. It can affect liver, it can affect brain, it can affect eye. So in the case of liver, it can cause all the spectrum of hepatitis. So what are they? It can cause acute, it can cause chronic, or it can cause even fulminant hepatitis. So we have already said about that. In Wilson's disease, it will be macronodular cirrhosis. And here you can see Mallory Dunk bodies in the histology. So I hope you know what are the other cases where you can see Mallory Dunk bodies, and also there are some other cases of this macronodular cirrhosis. Now in the case of brain, so this can accumulate, so copper can get accumulated in the basal ganglia, that can get damaged. So putamen can get atrophied and there can be cavity, so that means hepatolenticular degeneration, both of that is getting damaged. So this is associated with Parkinson's disease because of the damage of the basal ganglia. Wilson's disease can get associated with Parkinson's disease. Now what are the features in eye? Yes, sunflower cataract, Kayser-Fleischer ring. You can see that in the cornea. So in which membrane it is getting deposited? In the Descemet's membrane. So you get a yellow brownish colored ring, Kayser-Fleischer ring. So the deposition is in the Descemet membrane of cornea. That is why you can see that. Okay. So when an ophthalmologist is actually seeing this, usually whenever the patient is having this Kayser-Fleischer ring, Mostly he will be 99% of such patients will be also associated with neuropsychiatric manifestations. Okay. So now let's see the diagnosis. So diagnosis, you should know what is the most specific one. You should know what is the gold standard, and you should know what is the special stain. So the most specific one will be there will be increased urinary excretion of copper. And the gold standard, you have to take a biopsy of the liver, and you will get copper more than 200 microgram per gram of liver tissue. So per gram of liver tissue, you will be getting 200 microgram of copper after taking a liver biopsy. Okay. Now the special stain is rhodamin stain. So this is what we have seen at first. Rhodamin stain, you can get a red brown colored. That's what actually you see here. Okay, rhodamin stain. This is the special stain for this copper. Now what about the ceruloplasmin level and copper level? So here serum ceruloplasmin, we have told it will be not forming, so that will be decreased. What about serum copper level? It is actually non-diagnostic. Very, very important to remember. It is non-diagnostic. It can be variable. Okay. Now what about other enzymes, ALT, AST? They will be elevated. So this is what you can see in Wilson's disease. So we have said about the clinical features, we have said about the diagnosis. Hope you understand. Thank you.